So you're scrolling on Instagram Reels and you see some sick videos of Saran and Solaria kids doing some crazy tricks on their bike. And you probably wanted to learn how to do that. Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can. And all of the steps that I use to be able to learn how to wheelie. They're pretty much the same for every bike, but I'm going to be using my Razor. Also, just a reminder that at 10,000 subs, I'm giving away an e-bike. So if you want the chance to enter, just like, subscribe, and comment on this video, and you could win the bike. But let's get into learning how to wheelie.
She wishing I would put her in the mix. Shorty got a taste and now she wants a fix. You know how it gets, but I'ma have to hit you in a...
So before you even try to wheelie, some things that you will want or need is first some protection gear, at least a helmet. That's all I have right now, preferably full face, because you can get hurt and you probably don't want that and you just want to take some precautions. You'll also want some really good brakes that can lock up your wheel with just one finger. You can use both of your fingers or two fingers, but it's just a lot easier with one, in my opinion, because it allows more of your hand to be on your handlebars. You're also going to want a nice open area that no cars are going to come through. Cars rarely come through over here, so I'm good. But I would recommend like parking lots or open fields or something like that. So if you have all of those things, then you're ready to start wheeling. The first step to wheeling is the pop-up, which is when you obviously pop it up for the first time and get the front wheel off the ground. So for that, you're going to want to be in a decent mode. I'm just in mode 1 right now, because my mode 1 goes about 30 miles an hour, but go in the mode that you feel most comfortable in. And then you just want to have both of your feet on the ground and just try with a little throttle, pop it up just a little bit like that. You don't even have to press the rear brake yet, just something like that. And eventually you'll probably start going higher. And once you do, then you can start adding that rear brake. But for right now, we're just going to do small pops. That's all you want to do for now. You want to get used to having just a little pop. Get a feeling for the power you needed to get the front wheel off the ground. And you're probably going to want to do that like 100 times. It probably seems pretty repetitive, but that's how I learned to wheelie, and I'm pretty decent now. Once you get used to that first initial feeling of popping it up with both of your feet on the ground, then you can start going a little higher and adding that rear brake. You just want to pop it up just like this and get the feeling that your throttle is up, your brake means down. So like this, just up, down, up, and slam on the rear brake. Right now, you don't have to get a feel for the pressure needed to bring it down, just that the rear brake brings you down. You want to get that into your muscle memory so you mess up as little as possible. It's very important that you don't do any more than that until you have these two things locked down. This is how I learned, and it was super helpful. Once you get down the feeling of bringing up the bike and dropping it back down with the brake, we can move on to step 2. In step 2, you're going to want to pull it up until it stops. You want to be very light on the throttle and just go as much as you need. And you can just hold the rear brake for now. This right here, about right here, is going to be your balance point. And that balance point depicts whether you need to hit the brake or not. My balance point is personally around right here when I'm on the bike. But then again, every bike is different. With both feet still on the ground, you can pop it up like this and just really slowly go like this. Not too fast, literally like as slow as possible. And just practice kind of moving with it, with both feet still on the ground, of course. This is important because you need to get the feeling of moving with the bike with only one wheel, but at not too fast of a speed. And of course, if you go a little too far back, just very slightly hit the brake and it'll bring you down again. When you go too far back, you'll probably slam on the brake and go forward, and that's okay. So if you can do that very slowly, that's a foot drag with both feet, and you're just dragging them. And once you can do that, You can start going a little faster by just dropping down forward a little bit and then bringing it back up with the throttle. And you can start from going like this to have a little bit of a rolling start like this and popping it up by pressing down on your suspension, which you probably will have. You want to go a little faster, press down on your suspension a good bit, and then pop up like this. Before, you are most likely just using the throttle, and if you weren't, that's good. But you want to have a little bit of speed with both feet, like touching the ground pretty much, and then pop up. You can be going still very slow, but you'll have a little bit more speed to foot drag. Once you get very comfortable doing that, we can move on to step 3, which is finally starting to put your feet on the pegs. So I personally would either start with just one foot or both feet, but they're a little different, and I'll tell you guys why. If you feel more comfortable doing only one foot, what you want to do is go almost at a standstill and do the same thing as the last step, but with only one foot. It will feel very awkward at first, but you have to get used to that feeling. So with just one foot, slowly pop it up and do very slow foot drags. I like putting my right foot up, but if you feel more comfortable with your left foot, do that one instead. You just want to slowly pop up and drag your foot. This is how I learned, and I personally think I learned the best way. But I mean, if you could just pop up super fast like that, go ahead and just do that. But if you think you prefer putting both feet on the pegs, I would recommend pushing down on the suspension and just popping it up like this, but with just your feet on the pegs. It's a bit different, but both have the feeling of pressing that rear brake, so it's really your preference. If you do that way, you just want to go like this, and that's literally it. It might feel like a step backwards putting both your feet on the pegs and going back to that little pop-up, but trust me, it's a big step forward. So you just literally want to practice that, and that's all you want to do. It gets the feeling of pressing the rear brake and the air down, but of course, do whatever makes you feel most comfortable. So once you do one of those like 100 times to get that muscle memory down, then you can start going into full feet drags like this. Every bike is different, and everyone's skill level and like confidence is different as well, but I found this way was the easiest for me to learn. I managed to learn all of this in just 7 days, so if you want to watch that video, it's in the top right corner. And right now, you might have to consciously hit your brake, but after a while, it just becomes muscle memory, and you do it automatically. Now, we can actually start learning how to put your feet on the pegs. Personally, how I learned was I'd be in a foot drag and slowly bring my foot up to the peg like that. I would be going at a decent speed, maybe 5 to 10 miles an hour like this, and just slowly put your feet on the peg. And if you feel uncomfortable at any moment, just hit the rear brake so you go down and you don't fall. If you do fall, just know that that is part of the learning process. I mean, you will make mistakes, but just make sure you are wearing your protective gear and make sure you're as safe as possible. Also, when learning, you don't want to turn your handlebars when you're landing. You want them to be as straight as possible, because if you're going too fast and your handlebars are turned like this, there's like a 90% chance you're gonna crash. Then you can go ahead and switch your feet. So if you did right leg, start doing your left leg like this. It gets the feeling of both feet being on the pegs, and it makes it so much easier to pop it up. Once you get wheeling down, it will feel so simple, and they're also super fun. By now, you should be able to pop up your bike with one foot on the pegs and one foot dragging on the ground. If you've mastered that and you have that down perfectly, as well as your brake management, you can start learning to pop it up with both of your feet on the pegs. There's really no easier way to do it other than just going for it. It will feel very weird at first, but just remember that rear brake and you should be fine. And you want to shift your body forward and back, and that will make it so much easier. So going a little bit, go forward and shift your body back like that. What you can do is do the same pop-up with one foot and then slowly add your other foot on like that to get used to the feeling of wheeling with both feet. That way is a little more gradual for you to do it, but once you start putting your feet on the pegs, you'll want both of them to be there. It feels so much better. You want to keep practicing that until you have it down, and just remember your rear brake is the thing that will save you. So always keep a finger or two over it to make sure you don't loop. Hopefully this video was able to help some of you guys out. If you need any clarity on any of the steps, just comment down below and I'll answer it for you. If you're able to subscribe, it helps me out a ton. It's completely free and it never costs you anything. Anyways, see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Brand new bike. Hey, brand new shoes.